Hello? Hello? This this is Carl from Starkville. I'm trying to reach at hashtag drunk theory. I'm calling you because I found your website and your hotline for Bigfoot sightings. And well, I'm pretty sure I have a Sasquatch on my hands. Earlier this day, I saw a Sasquatch, and he claimed to be a postal carrier when I detained and interrogated him. But I'm not buying the story. I know this because my postal carrier, when he brings the circulars, it usually has better savings in them. So I knew something was wrong. Anyway, I'm going to keep it trapped here till y'all get back to me, because I know you're the experts in this kind of thing. Once again, this is Carl from Starkville, and I look forward to hearing from you.
There are a bunch of idiots getting drunk, talking about conspiracy theories. There's really not much more to it than that. You're listening to Drunk Theory.
So we got new people. We got Sean and Kayla. This is Rashad.
Hey.
And Matt's ass. Well, there they are. They're talking about nerd shit.
Oh. You talking about nerd shit? We were talking about nerd shit?
Nerd shit.
Podcast going, so.
We were talking about nerd shit, though? I don't feel like we're talking about nerd shit.
I don't know. I think cars are nerd shit. I'm sorry.
She doesn't understand. She thinks it's nerd shit. So.
The whole reason why I even came up here was to figure out like what y'all were about to record, and apparently y'all weren't even recording here.
Yeah, no, because Kelly's got the fucking COVID.
That's why I'm outside.
That's why you're outside. Don't go in that house.
That's why I'm outside.
We're sitting out in the driveway drinking.
Yeah. Driveway.
Oh, it's that guy.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. How you guys?
Super.
Awesome.
We ain't started yet. We're still
That's fine.
fucking off.
All good.
Yeah. So we don't have Matt or Kelly. Kelly has COVID.
Oh
Last time we
no!
recorded with you, you had COVID.
Oh my god. Yeah, I remember. Oh shit. You know, you're still gonna get it. It just is a matter of like how bad it is when you get it.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
Sean, I'm so sorry. We've been watching The Office.
I was just rewatching The Office. I haven't watched The Office in fucking years. I just started watching.
We hadn't either, and then we finished it, right? We went through the whole thing.
No, we've still got like half a season.
Oh.
We're like right where Robert California is
end when
leaving.
Oh fuck yeah.
Robert California, to me, is one of the greatest characters just because James Spader playing him is ridiculous. It's great.
Yeah.
The nerdy dude from Stargate. Oh, what is that? Oh, Stargate.
Yeah.
It's so weird, and he plays it perfect. Like he's just.
I don't like that gross ass bitch. Fucking.
I don't like Nellie, the British girl at all. I'm not a fan.
But Catherine Tate, who plays her, is amazing. Like her comedy is fucking incredible. But yeah, that character's terrible.
I can't even look at her.
What's the Robert California quote? There's something about an underdog that really inspires the like unimpressive or something. I don't know what it is, but I love that character too. He's fucking great.
Y'all can join in. Y'all got opinions about The Office.
Never watched it.
You never watched it?
Fucking Office?
I've never watched it, no.
Holy shit.
What? I know. Holy shit. How's that a thing?
I don't think I've ever met anybody who's never seen The Office, like at all. But
I guess it's under a lock. I don't know.
It's good stuff. It's a good show. You can watch it back like all the way through. You'll love it. It's timeless. Timeless.
All right. You wanna we're gonna try to do our goddamn intro, but we're gonna fuck it up like we always do. We can't get a fucking intro right to save our goddamn life. Right.
It's the hardest part, man.
It fucking is. You want to do it?
I know it. Welcome to Drunk Theory. I'm Ryan.
I'm Kara. I don't know what to do because nobody else is
This week's episode is on creepy pastas.
It's also our 2-year podversary. We've been doing this for shit.
Woo!
Usually this is the part where I go, hey Kelly, what are we drinking? Kelly's not here, but she did give me the drink. It's Paloma, which that's Matt's favorite drink, but she did some goofy shit with the tequila. She infused it with blackberry, some other horse shit. I don't know. She'll make a TikTok showing y'all how to make this drink whenever she's over COVID. It's actually pretty good. Normally we don't like her drinks, but I like this one. Did you like it? No, Ryan hated it.
Actually, I didn't hate it as much as the normal ones. I'm just not a super big fan. It's a little too citrusy for me.
Yeah, it's
I like citrus, but I'm more lemon versus lime, and this was way too limey.
Yeah, it's so it's 2 ounces of liquor and 1 ounce of straight up lime juice.
I could taste it. Yeah.
And then grapefruit soda.
Oh, it's the grapefruit. I don't like
that's
grapefruit.
what it is. Yeah.
That's what it is.
I like
I'm
it.
not a
Though.
fan of the grapefruit.
I'm all over it.
There's no grape at all.
What are you drinking?
I'm about to start drinking a Wachusett Brewing Company Massive Haze. So see, it says Mass because it's from Massachusetts, right? Massive Haze.
Nice.
So it's a New England Pale Ale or India Pale Ale. So there's like New England India Pale Ale is like IPA, but with like, I don't know, extra zest and like, I don't know, it's like fruity IPAs. They're really good. But yeah, so it's a local handcrafted brewery in Massachusetts, which is where I live.
Awesome. John and Caleb, what are y'all drinking?
Pepsi.
Nice.
What are you drinking?
I had a tea, actually.
What the hell?
I mean,
They know what
They don't
our name
understand the
is, right?
instructions.
Do they know what our name is? Are we?
I don't want to be worthless for work tomorrow.
I got
Oh,
Yeah.
We're gonna try to get through this. This is gonna be a shit show, y'all.
Oh yeah.
So first thing, I don't understand why they're called creepypastas, and I fucking hate that. I don't even like saying it. Like, it's fucking weird, but whatever. Horror-related legends that are shared around the internet. That's what it fucking is. So I don't know why they don't just call it like internet shit or whatever. I mean, I don't know where the fucking name came
I don't know if internet shit would stand out as well.
What is copy pasta? That doesn't make any
It's like a super, like, have you ever heard the Hell where mankind fell off the top cage from Hell in the Cell? Like, that same dude made that same comment for like 7 years straight.
Mm-mm,
He
I
would
have
start
no
a
idea.
story out and it would end up with mankind jumping off the top rope of Hell in the Cell. It's a whole big thing, but that's a copy pasta. The dude that is a Navy SEAL and he's gonna kick your ass, and there's a whole 3-paragraph thing about how he's gonna do all this. It's just it became a thing where people would copy that shit over and over.
Right. It's a play on like copy and paste, copy paste, copy pasta.
I just feel like they could have come up with just anything else.
Well, and also the
that
website
came out a long time ago, so whenever I was way nerdier and on like IRC and shit, not Reddit.
makes no sense.
the website itself also looks like it's from like 1993. It's
Oh, is it like an Angel Fire website? You remember that?
it's, yeah, GeoCities.
Yeah. Okay, but so in the little bit of research that I did find out that Ted the Caver was actually the very first thing. It's considered the very first creepypasta.
Oh.
It came out in 2001. Sean, is that still the one that you were going to talk about?
Yep.
Then there you go. It's your turn.
Oh shit.
I've not heard of this, so
Okay, basically it's about this guy and his buddy who wanted to go do a little cave expedition thing before the new year. So they go in this cave, find this hole about the size of his wrist. So they look through the hole and there's like this big ass room. Well, anyway, so they knock the wall down enough to squeeze through it. And they start hearing all these like weird sounds and air's blowing out of the room. And they had this like rumbling, which at first they thought was like trucks going by. And then they're like, okay, that's not trucks, that's weird shit. And the dude takes his dog in, and then dog gets all scared, won't go near the hole. So then they actually like once they go in the hole and explore a little bit, they keep hearing weird sounds, and yeah, it's weird.
Like, did they find dead bodies or?
They never found anything, but guy went in by himself and he got scared because there's all this like rustling and scraping and shit. He jumps up really quick and breaks his light, and then he smells this like really putrid stench, and he's trying to get out of there but he can't see, so he finally scrambles to the hole, and something was like tugging at his rope, and then he never saw what it was. He was supposed to go back, but that's when his little journal entries ended. So he never found out what happened.
Dun, dun,
So,
dun.
yeah.
I see you shaking your head, John. You know this one already? Because I actually didn't know that one either.
I didn't, but I like the like one of the cool things about a lot of these stories is that like there's no conclusive ending to them. Like there's this like setup of like weird shit that happens, and then like someone goes and explores the weird shit, but like you never know, like there's no finale, and it's like that's what sort of makes me always obsess over them for so long. It's like
Right.
can't
Like
stop thinking about shit.
No, I hate that part. I hate that.
That's a cool story.
It is. Who wants to go next? Me?
You want to go?
I wanted to be drunker when I did mine, but I guess I'll go next. I actually have two, because I'm a slacker. I did Slender Man because everybody fucking does Slender Man. So
Fuck yeah.
and everybody knows what Slender Man is. I'll tell y'all what he looks like or whatever anyway. He's that long ass lanky motherfucker. And so I was looking and it said that some people say he's 6 feet tall, some people say he's 14 foot tall. If he's only 6 foot tall, that's just like a dude in the woods. That's not Slender. But whatever. He's somewhere between 6 and 14 foot tall. He has no face. He wears a black suit, and he targets young children.
So he is a mammal somewhere between 6 and 14 feet tall
Yes.
in a formal business
He wears a
attire
business suit.
with very little facial features. I love it so far.
So this actually came from a Photoshop contest in 2009.
No, I didn't know that.
A man called Victor Surge submitted
That's made up.
Well, yeah, that's his online name, Victor Surge.
That's a porn star thing.
It could be.
Victor Surge.
But
That's
he submitted 2 black and white photos, and it was just like kids, playing or what the fuck ever. But in the background, you see this 6 or 14 foot tall man in the back. Images immediately went what?
no, I'm just listening intently.
But images went fucking viral. People started doing cosplay and all this shit, drawing pictures and all that. Slender Man's most common hobbies include kidnapping children and brainwashing innocent people into becoming his proxies.
Is that really a hobby?
It's a hobby for Slender Man.
Hobby.
When you live in the woods, I
there's a
mean,
different word.
we got a limited range of hobbies you can have when you're, just
My hobbies
in
are
the woods.
torturing people and cutting legs off and burying them. That's not
Crochet.
a hobby.
So, Slender Man is he's pretty much the most famous horror icon on the internet, creepypasta, whatever.
Definitely.
Right now, the way it is now, the way he has evolved, he tortures his targets mentally by like stalking them and just like showing up and just, whatever. Originally, though, when the stories first started, he was fucking nuts, and he would stalk his people and then he'd fucking catch them, impale them on tree branches, pull their fucking guts out, put them in plastic like Walmart bags, and then put them back in.
With the one.
Like, I don't know why. But also originally he targeted kids, but now they say he targets people who saw him when they were kids. So it's kind of like he starts out fucking with these kids.
Yeah.
And now he's fucking with them as adults. Kind of like it. Right?
Yeah.
Pennywise.
Okay, hold on. Now, he hangs you up on a branch,
Yeah.
replaces your guts with wrapped, sealed, signed, and delivered Walmart bag guts, and then you live and he fucks with you when
No,
you're
no,
an
no.
adult.
Now, or like back then, it was that he got the people and he did it. But now,
Like the rumors of it, like Nightmare on Elm Street.
they've
the
dumbed it
rumors
down. They've
I
Right.
dumbed
gotcha.
it down.
I
But
gotcha.
in the beginning, this is
It's
what
way.
Slender
It would
Man
be
did.
way better if the people somehow lived the Walmart bags that like they dissolved and they were somehow okay. They gave them a pill from the thalidomide. I don't know.
Let him out. Oh, I gotta go back.
Ah, shit.
What is this? Hold
Say
on.
no. Sorry.
Sorry.
Fucking
okay.
Java. Nobody
God
wants to
damn it.
update Java. What is
No.
Java used for?
I'm
Fucking
in the
no.
middle of some shit.
Thank you.
Wait,
I'm
what is this, 1996? Jesus Christ.
Okay, so in 2014, two 12-year-old girls lured their friends into the woods and stabbed her 19 times, supposedly in an attempt to appease Slender Man.
Right.
The girl actually fucking survived, and both of the 12-year-old girls were sentenced to 20 and 40 years in a psychiatric ward.
That shit was fun.
Yeah.
I did one of my episodes on that.
So at first I was like, obviously they're kids, so they're fucking stupid anyway. But I was like, I don't know that I would ever stab somebody to fucking be friends with an internet crazy guy that collects guts in Walmart bags or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand what would make you do that. But then,
What is
so when I was 12, right? Like if there was a rumor that Joey McIntyre from the New Kids on the Block was a vampire,
Uh-huh.
I
Yeah.
would probably, try to be a vampire or
Would you?
whatever. So
Okay.
I guess I see it.
Did you cut out the top of your hats as well, like Joey did? Like you
I
have that,
did
like
not.
okay.
Did
Oh, you did. All right.
I specifically remember I had a Dick Tracy yellow hat with the machine gun. Like I got it for Christmas or whatever.
Yeah.
And I got tired of Dick Tracy, so I cut the top of the hat out.
Nice.
And watched my New Kids on the Block video from the 1990 tour.
Hell yeah.
I
Hell yeah.
specifically remember doing that so much.
Wow.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Now am I just now hearing about this?
I told you I McIntyred my hats multiple times before.
I
I've talked about that.
don't think
I
It was,
think
when I,
like-
no, it was when I lived in Virginia. I talked about it.
I think
It was when I had the weird little sister, Summer, who was real mean.
Oh, okay.
You guys ever seen the Buffy episode Hush?
I did not watch Buffy.
I
Okay.
may have seen it. I don't know the episode names, but I watched a lot of them just because.
So it's a great episode. Like they cause everybody to not be able to talk, and so the whole episode's like silent basically, and they're these like very creepy dudes with these like they wear like suits and they look a lot like what Slender Man is described as, right? And I feel like Slender Man, so like this story is the origin of it, right? And it's like 2006, you said? Is that like the first time that it shows up?
I don't remember.
I think that's 2006 or 2007.
2009.
Yeah, 2009. All right, so it's like around that time. Yeah, it's interesting because it's like a lot of like there's a Nightmare on Elm Street element to it. There's an It element to it. There's a lot of like pop culture elements that go into this thing, and also like it reminds me like in the way that like the facelessness of Slender Man or like the skinniness. Like it reminds me of like the gray aliens. Like I think there's just so much.
It's like gray aliens mixed with the black suit men that arrive from the government to tell you
Right.
there are no aliens in one package to me.
Plus Freddy
Right?
Krueger, plus Pennywise.
Exactly. It's got the lore behind it too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And I think it's really fascinating that like it's this like compilation of all of these different sort of urban legends and lores that I totally understand why these two girls, like who obviously had mental health issues, but like why, because all of those lores have like captured the imagination of so many people, like why they would get kind of suckered into that. But yeah, it's a really there's like a video game made of Slender Man, right? Wasn't there like around this?
There's movies.
Yeah, it's on Steam. I have it.
Oh man.
FYI, if y'all don't know, there's also like at least 2 backroom video games on Steam. I have one of them there. It's fun as shit. I don't care. It's fun as hell. I also have a forklift driving game.
Nice.
I have
This
2.
shit.
I have 2 forklift driving games. One is not really that good. The other one, Best Forklift Simulator,
Which is the
pretty
one
sweet.
where you
It's also VR compatible. It's fun as hell just to knock shit over because I can't knock shit over at work.
It's
I
like
wanna be able
pilot
to
wings for
over.
forklifts.
I work at a warehouse. I can't knock shit over without getting fired. I want
I
to
hear
just
ya.
destroy some shit with a forklift.
I hear you.
Thank you. See, he's laughing because he wants to also. If you ever get Steam, I will absolutely share it with you.
It's like if there's a game where I could just
Probably
give
knock
kids
shit over
Fs,
again.
like I would love that game. Just
Then
fail
you
kids
could
on
what?
everything. So if there's a game that I could just like give kids Fs all the time, like that would be awesome.
I'm surprised that's not a thing because I just got lawn mowing simulator. It was free. I didn't pay for it. It was free. But there's a power washer simulator is the
Nice.
biggest one.
Yeah.
It's like one of the best sellers on Steam right now. I'm surprised
Power
there's not
washer
a.
simulator.
We need to make grading paper simulator.
You can come to my house and power wash my house if you want to for free. Like I will not charge you at all.
Don't you live like why the fuck?
But can I do it with my Xbox controller? That's
No.
the biggest thing.
no.
See?
Yeah, I know.
And I bet you don't even have keyboard and mouse support.
I
That's
don't. I
Lame.
don't.
Lame.
You can't hotkey anything. No, yeah. Sorry.
Nerd shit. All right, who wants to go next? Kayla, you got one, don't you?
Yes, I got the Wendigo.
Oh yes. Nice.
Yeah, I had to do a lot of research because what you see in Hollywood movies apparently is nothing like the actual lore. So I was watching Antlers and I was like, this isn't right. So we had to do some research on it. Then I was listening to a bunch of creepypastas like My Encounter with the Wendigo. I'm like, wouldn't you be dead? That's not really a thing. So apparently it's a Native American lore, and it was based on people that were cannibalistic during really hard winters. So they just got really hungry and starved and they would start eating. They called it the Wendigo psychosis. So they got just, mad crazy and would start eating people. There was a guy named, where the fuck did it go? Swift Runner. He apparently, his son died because of the winter, the really harsh winter his family went through. Then he ended up killing his wife and other 5 kids and eating them. But he only lived 25 miles from the nearest food shelter, so they didn't quite understand why he did it. They just called it the Wendigo psychosis because he just went crazy because he was boarded in his house and the winter just got to him. So that's what I found out.
So that's fucking wild, and I'm about to sound dumb as shit. I did not know that the Wendigo was a creepypasta. I thought the Wendigo was real. Not real, like
Oh, okay. That kind
real,
of
like the chupacabra is fucking real.
Right,
The
right,
chupacabra
right,
right. It's both.
is not a fucking creepypasta.
right.
It's both.
So I thought,
They
Yeah, it's
made it like weirder and different, and now it's a different creepypasta.
Yeah.
Like the original is like an actual Bigfoot that murders everything in the winter. They like watered it down and made it a creepypasta for the next generation.
but why if it's already out there? Like,
So it's a new thing.
what is up with
It's the
creepypasta
same,
people
but it's
dumbing
different.
everything down?
Eh.
Fucking up Slender Man, fucking up the Wendigo. Hold on, we got new people.
We do.
Hey, T1 Chief Rocka, thank you so much for coming. That's all we get. All right. Well, Frank is also here, but like, I don't know what he's
It
doing.
looks like he's in his workout room. He's back.
Murder basement.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel loudly special.
Oh,
That's where they filmed the black phone.
I was
Y'all
trying to
haven't seen it?
contribute. I'm sorry. Yeah.
That's where they filmed the black phone.
work to get on there.
Yeah.
Thanks, bro.
No, I was.
No, he just wanted to show off his New York hat. He's really still.
Yeah. Hey, how you doing? I just want to say hello and congratulations.
Thank you so
I'm
much.
sorry for anyone stepping on for the 50th episode of the Krusty Comedy Cavalcade.
Hell yeah, and it's our 2-year podversary.
Well done, kids. Love you, man. As
Appreciate it.
as we were discussing the other day, I'm not feeling too hot, but I do want to show my face, say hello. And I tried to participate in the previous chat because I found a really cool meme with that Wojak Alpha Gamer. And somebody put a Wendigo thing in there. He's saying, who needs their Wendigo? I thought it was good.
Frank, are you there? Or are you frozen?
No,
Nope, he's there.
there.
Is he though?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Hey.
Can you hear me? Frozen?
No, you're good.
I'm in my dungeon. I might have to move locations here. All right. It's the only place I get any peace and quiet. The kids are still running around screaming, and yeah. So this is my only place I can find refuge.
Gotcha.
I didn't settle on a creepypasta.
Because you're a slacker.
Fuck.
The rest of us did the goddamn homework, sir. So
I did a lot of homework, and I hated like all of them. At least 90% of them. How far have we got?
You missed Ted the Caver, Slender Man, Wendigo. Nate, did you do any research, or no? You're about to leave, aren't you?
I didn't. Nobody said anything about research.
No, I know. Well, because you told me you were sick, I didn't think you were coming.
Well, last night you were just cussing out random people. There wasn't much information, and it was entertaining though.
No, like I swear to God, this fucking weirdo dude was like trying to sell barbecue sauce or something. It was a whole fucking thing, man. On Twitter, and I'm not the only one that's pissed about it. There were other people posting like screenshots of his ass this morning. They're like, "What the fuck is wrong with this guy?" And he's just like bombarding everybody's posts. Like, it was fucking weird.
Was he trying to promote a book or something?
Or his barbecue sauce? I don't know. It was fucking weird. John, did you do one that you wanted to talk about?
Well, yeah. So like, there's actually, all right. So I have a podcast about 1999, and there is a creepypasta called 1999, which is really, really cool. It's a really good story. I recommend reading it because, again, like as we were talking about with the first story, like it's really kind of ambiguous and weird. Like it's more about sort of the way the story is told than the story itself. But basically, it's a story of this guy who remembers like when he was a kid, there was this really fucking weird like public access children's show called Mr. Bear that he used to watch, and it's like a combination of like Barney and like the Bear in the Big Blue House, whatever that show is. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. So like it's cool because it combines this idea of like there's a lot of shows that were very kind of like regional for a lot of us when we were growing up, that like were not nationally syndicated or whatever, but like they were only on in certain markets. So you can like talk about, you know, I remember this show being on, nobody else remembers it. You're like, was it real? You know, that sort of thing. So it kind of starts with there. So it's about the show that he remembers watching, and he like has these like vague memories of it being kind of fucked up. And then like he goes over to his friend's house and they watch this, like they turn on the public access channel and like the Mr. Bear show is on. And they slowly start to realize that like the Mr. Bear show was about like this dude who like kidnapped children and like burned them alive like on television. But the whole story really, like what's great about it is that it's like, I don't know, it taps into that idea of like those really weird childhood memories that you have that like nobody else has, and that you write these like crazy fucking terrifying stories about them as you get older. But yeah, so it's a show that the reason it's called 1999 is because he talks about how it was on this like cable TV channel when he was a kid in 99. And now it's like from the present day perspective, and he's like looking back on this show. But yeah, it turns out it's like this like serial killer show where this like dude is just fucking kidnapping children and like burning them. And it's completely fucked up, but it's a great story. But the other thing, so like this is actually not from creepypasta, but it's one of my favorite stories like of this ilk. As I was reading it, it reminded me of this great story. So Payne Lindsay, who does Up and Vanished, the podcast, right? If you guys ever heard that podcast, it's a really, really good show. He has this like side project called Radio Rental where it's like creepypasta, but as a podcast. So he has people basically send in their stories, like they just record their stories on a voicemail thing, and then he just like airs the best ones. So there's this fucking story that he did. I think it's called like Beth of the Woods or something. So it's about this kid, and he like, this is a true story of this, something that actually happened to somebody, right? So like this guy is telling the story of how when he was like 8, he would like go into the woods in the back of his house, and he would just like play there by himself and like, you know, slay imaginary dragons and all this shit, right? And this one day, this like girl shows up in the woods and like asks if he wants to play with her, and he goes back like every day, and she's always there, and she's like, he remembers like her having like really ill-fitting clothes, like she was like too big for the clothes that she wore, and she had this like very childlike like air about her, but she was like much older looking, right? And so he like did this for like a whole fucking summer, and then she just disappeared, and he never heard from her again. And then he grew up, and he was like, what the fuck was that? And it turns out, like, I can't remember how he put this together, or like how the pieces came together, but it turns out that like down the street from where he lived, there was this little girl about his age who was like murdered. And she like, I guess it turned out that who he was hanging out with was her mom, like dressing up as this girl, like embodying her as like an 8-year-old, hanging out with this other kid in the woods to like exorcise her fucking demons about her murdered baby. It's fucked up.
That's
It's
fucked up as hell, dude.
such a fucked up story. It blows my mind.
Yeah.
I highly recommend listening to that.
I don't know when that occurred, but there was a time in America where that was a common parlor trick among spiritualists and seance holders.
Yeah,
to dress people up as relatives. And as a matter of fact, there's a movie with Brad Cooper about it recently, where they get caught with dressing this millionaire's dead like lover up, and sometimes in real life they would have sex with them.
Jesus,
that's fucking weird as hell.
The spiritualists were serious. It was all the way up to the Oval Office. And so here's some lore I have. I read a biography of Harry Houdini, and this author's theory is that Harry Houdini had more or less been targeted and killed by spiritualists because they made a lot of money doing this stuff, a lot of money. And if you fuck with their game, they would fuck you up. And one of Harry Houdini's favorite thing to do was expose the spiritualists. And
every town he went to,
he died a few days after being punched in the stomach incredibly hard by a complete stranger.
But that was that was a parlor trick he did all the time. But the guy who hit him was a football player, is what I've heard, really young. Nobody ever heard from him again. And he didn't wait for him to say he was ready. He just punched him immediately after he asked if it was okay. And absolutely every city he went to, he did a show in. 2, 3, 4, 5 people, he would pretend he was going there to visit someone and fake them out and expose them to everyone in town. Like he did that for 30 fucking years straight.
Yeah, they didn't like that. And of course, what the author said is because by the time that happened to him, there was already so much wear and tear on his body from all the underwater cage tricks and everything that it was just one blow too many.
Yeah, well, he and Arthur Conan Doyle, I mean, were good friends, and they fell out over that because Conan Doyle was a huge believer in spiritualism, and they.
That's right. Yeah.
And actually, Victoria Woodhull, who was the first woman to ever run for president, speaking of like it going all the way up to the top, Victoria Woodhull was also a spiritualist. First woman, 19 what? She must have been. She was like 35. So like the 1870s, she ran for president, but she was also a spiritualist, as was Sojourner Truth. Like, yeah, it was a big fucking thing for sure.
Who the hell is Arthur Conan Doyle?
He wrote.
He wrote Sherlock Holmes.
Sherlock Holmes.
They were like the best of friends, but they came to in arguments so many times about it that it destroyed the friendship.
Yeah,
I think. Yeah, and I'm mixing him up with the guy who wrote the Tarzan books, Burroughs. Yeah,
Edgar Rice Burroughs.
Yeah, good stuff. Yeah, my creepy pasta is like right outside this window because when I bought this, there were like 7 uninhabited structures on my property. I bought this old thing in a former mining town, so I've got these houses that probably built 1899 that mining families used to live in.
Oof.
I've got 2 derelicts, and I just don't have the capital to do anything with them. So it's when the street light goes on over at night and the wind starts ripping at the siding, it'll give you a shiver. Oh, quick question for the drunk theory people. Are you guys gonna watch the Holden Diaz fight tonight?
No.
Who's that?
I don't even know what that is.
I'm guessing boxing, but could be MMA. I'm not. I'm out of the loop for a lot of years.
Holden Diaz nuts in your mouth.
Yeah, MMA.
Oh no, I get
All right.
So I have people in my life who will not talk to me anymore because of that. So God bless you. Just for like, and by the way, I gotta jump. I honestly don't feel that good, but
Yeah, I can tell.
good to see your faces. Nice to see some other pals here, and yeah, man, have a great show. And as soon as I'm back in drinking form, I'll be at you.
All right. Thank you for coming.
See ya.
Happy weekend, everybody. Goodbye from Colorado.
Hi, Rashad's back.
Ew.
You still at Matt's?
No, he's got one.
No.
Things
Well,
Oh, okay.
it's one of them cloud lamps he was talking about.
Oh,
Yeah, he's got one. See?
that's fucking neat. Did you have one that you wanted to talk about?
about what?
I don't know, creepy pastas. Didn't we ask you this already? I asked you this earlier, didn't I?
Well, did y'all do the Momo thing?
No, nobody fucking did Momo, but I used the picture for Momo. So you do.
What
Momo.
is What is Momo?
Momo?
Oh, really?
Momo's that weird chicken-looking bitch.
The Momo
Yeah.
challenge.
So like big, like Beetlejuice looking thing.
Kinda, yeah.
Nobody ever said anything about the Momo challenge.
No, nobody did Momo.
Nope.
All right, so the Momo thing was like, I want to say 2012. 2000, do not quote me on this, but like I want to say it's like it was late but early also in like challenges of things. So the Momo challenge was like you saw this chicken person, and that chicken that chicken person also wanted you to kill yourself. That's it.
That's just it. So what is the challenge? Like seeing it and not
There
killing
was no
yourself?
challenge. There was no challenge. Like the
Challenge
chicken
is
person
you have to
wanted-
try not to kill yourself.
Kill yourself? I don't know.
like no one can simplify it down more than that. Like you saw the chicken person and you wanted to kill yourself. Like, that's it.
I know
It was like woven into YouTube videos, right? Like that was right.
Right.
Kids videos and stuff.
Yeah.
So I remember that being a big thing. They were fucking having a fit because it was showing up on kids' videos.
Elsa Gate.
Parents were freaking out because it pop up on their kids' YouTube and it'd tell you, hey, go to the cabinet and get this razor blade. Now that you got this razor blade, go cut your wrist or go cut your parents' wrist. Or it wasn't just telling you to kill yourself. It was trying to get you to kill other people in the household. So
right. So there was levels. There was levels to the shit. So like, if you made it from the second the first level, which was not cutting yourself, then it was to go harm other people, and then from the third level, it was to go harm other people on a larger scale.
Yeah, I
And
let my daughter watch YouTube for a while.
Me too.
I vaguely remember this. I think they were like tying it in on the news with like the Slender Man killings.
Yeah.
You remember that? Those girls. I mean, maybe you already talked about it when I was.
We did.
You missed it.
Well, it also turned out to be like it was like a Japanese artist, right? Who designed this like weird thing, and it went viral and just like got infected into all of these. Fucking...
Yeah, some creepoid started just putting it in the code to all these random kids videos, and she would just randomly pop up in videos that had already been released,
right?
And it would just pop up in between, and kids didn't really know what they were doing or watching because it would be videos they'd already seen. But then this new creepy bitch would pop up and be like, "Hey, go do this," and had that really creepy voice.
Be a Fight Club.
Yeah,
putting single frames of porn into.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a scary bitch. I didn't like her.
It's the most.
Is it a
creepy
she
shit
or
I've
a
ever fucking
he?
seen.
I don't know. It was creepy looking. It kind of looked like, if you guys have seen that movie, the Scary Stories.
I
did see it, but it was forever ago.
That was in that movie that just absorbed people. It kind of looked like her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was
What are you doing, Frank? Looking at the picture?
Yeah, I'm trying. Yeah. Ugh.
Are you challenged?
Creepy.
Do you feel challenged?
So I gotta off myself now, or?
Yeah, you gotta die now. That's it. Ah! Stop.
Oh my god. What the hell is Elsa Gate?
So Elsa Gate is very similar to Momo, where Elsa from Frozen appears in all of these like really fucked up YouTube videos, so that like kids will watch like Frozen videos, and then Elsa will lead them into like very fucking dark territory. But it's all the same thing, but it only ever lasts like a very short period of time. And like the moral panic over it tends to outlast the actual like phenomenon itself, which is really kind of interesting.
There's some real fucked up shit on.
I know. I know.
Some really.
It's weird though. It's weird that like that stuff makes it onto YouTube because of all the stupid shit that YouTube censors. And, but like for instance, my daughter is 5, and she'll take my wife's phone. She wants to watch YouTube videos. She wants to watch stuff about like My Little Pony. And she'll be watching normal My Little Pony videos, and then all of a sudden I'll just like hear something like, "What did they just say?" And because of her watching My Little Ponies, I found out that there's like a subsect of people who are like attracted to like anime ponies and have like YouTube videos of them screwing and stuff.
Oh my dude, like
and I have to like monitor everything she watches because of it. It's insane.
4chan is loaded with My Little Pony fucked up shit. Like it is.
Yeah, what is that shit? It must be a creepypasta on My Little Pony.
No, I've got an 8 and 2 6s, and yeah, I hear what you're saying. I sometimes I just hear shit coming out of the TV with YouTube, like, what are you watching? And have to correct course. But like it's a part of it also is like the YouTube algorithm is designed to become like more and more extreme as it goes on so that you keep watching, right? And like
orphans.
What's that?
Like a little bit more of an endorphin rush.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah. I mean, and that's how you know, keeping eyeballs on screens works, right? And like I talked to like a year ago for my podcast, I talked to Daniel Clark, who directed a movie called Behind the Curve, which is about like flat earthers, right? And he talked about how like the way that flat earthers get into it is that they start watching like science videos, and then like an hour later they're like a knee deep in fucking just crazy flat earth bullshit. Because like because what YouTube does is just ups and ups and ups and ups the ante with every video that you watch, and like the autoplay feature just creates this conspiracist madness that, like,
You know, I was actually a little like weirded out by how many that I was reading through involved children, and maybe that's what was like turning me off from it. There was one that, I'm a big SpongeBob fan, and it was called
Squidward
Squidward Suicide. Yeah.
I was hoping somebody would do that.
Well, I started reading it, and I'm just like, this is like, and I've got a stomach for stuff, but it's talking about like pictures of dead kids coming up on, and like kids that have been like disemboweled coming up in frames of a SpongeBob episode.
Wow.
And I just couldn't make it all the way through it. So
Ryan's out. He's super drunk, and I think he went to bed.
really?
he's super drunk at 8:50.
Oh, well, we started like about 5:30.
Okay.
We started drinking about 5:30. He's got all his research up on the goddamn TV right now, but then he
I'll synopsis. Russian sleep experiment. Bunch of crazy commies didn't let them sleep. They turned into freak monsters.
Yeah, but he had like a whole bunch, and I wanted to hear it because I don't know that one. But hold on, Chat Smash is here, and I don't know what the fuck y'all are doing.
I gotta go. That was the best thing that I could come up with.
Hello.
We thought we had to come and say hi.
Oh my god! This makes 2 years in a row that y'all have shown us up on our fucking anniversary show with your gun. You're wearing our shirts.
What are you saying?
I got
Thought we'd stop in and at least say hi.
I did. Thank you so much. Why are y'all dressed like that?
Because we came as like creepypastas and weirdos.
Y'all just have those costumes?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, just lying around.
It's not a costume for me. I wear
That
it all
is
the time.
amazing. So we got people here. We got Rashad. We got Frank. We got John. We got Sean. We got Kayla. This is
Hello, everyone.
Chat Smash.
Hey.
They're our fucking favorite. What time is it? They're in the UK. What time
It is 2 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Not going to be around for very long because I have to get up in about 4.5 hours.
Oh
I
no.
have so much on.
So, but we still had to stop and say hi. So
I appreciate it. Thank y'all so
happy
much.
2 years to you guys. So what have we missed anyway?
A lot.
You missed,
A lot.
A lot.
Yeah. Just a fucking lot. You missed Slender Man, Ted the Caver. The Wendigo. I don't know. I've been
A lot of
drinking for a
shit.
while.
But that's cool. Whose goes it next then?
I think
we haven't
I'm the only one
haven't
left
got-
because Ryan's ass is already fucking passed out drunk. And Kelly's not here because she's got COVID, and Matt's not here because he's a bitch or whatever.
Unbelievable. Well, you've got friends here. Look,
I do.
you've got a good spread of people, man.
We love it. Thank y'all so much for coming. I
Don't be
can't believe.
surprised that
You're
Kara has
welcome. You're so welcome. Like, I'm glad you invited me to be here.
Oh man, I love you so much. Chat Smash. So y'all have a creepypasta y'all want
Like,
to talk about?
no, I went to Matt's house. I thought you were going to be there.
I thought you knew that Kelly had fucking COVID.
I did not know that.
You didn't go in the house, right?
No, I did not go in the house.
Okay. Fucking crazy. But Vinny, y'all got one y'all want to talk about?
I said I generally don't get the whole creepypasta thing. I don't get the difference between that and ghost stories. I'm a bit, maybe it's a British thing.
You should have been here earlier because I said the same fucking thing. It doesn't make any sense. Do you have a
Exactly.
ghost story you want to tell?
Aren't most of the creepypastas first person? Like they usually.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
shit that they did.
There's like a whole.
Is Simon Cowell a creepypasta?
Oh my god, you should stay up all night creating a creepypasta about Simon Cowell.
We could do. We could
I feel
kick
like
off our
y'all could
season
do that.
3 with like
It's
the
like
weirdness.
a Wikipedia of ghost stories. It's just like first.
Well, yeah,
it's like
Simon Cowell killed a homeless guy.
what
Oh,
are
like
you
in real
talking
life,
about?
or you just
Yeah, no, he totally. Yeah, you didn't see that on the internet?
Yeah, I saw
No.
a
I'm
creepypasta.
making, I'm making that shit up. But
you
I was like, I'm like,
Googling.
I'm in.
I thought they
I'm
found
probably
out.
gonna wind up in court now.
Yeah. So, who amongst us is most likely to feature in a creepypasta then? Who's got the weirdest lifestyle that's gonna cause?
I'm gonna say it's y'all.
Death.
Oh my god!
What do you
Someone
mean
read a
us?
creepypasta about me. Fucking hell! Jesus Christ! That's
I'm gonna say it's
terrifying.
y'all because he's dressed like Momo. A minute ago, he was Michael Myers. For whatever reason, y'all got
I think
hatchets
so.
and shit. Like, it's y'all.
What do you mean? We could be like triple trouble.
We've never
sort
done
of-
anything weird.
No, nothing at all.
Americans are not afraid of British accents. You can get away with anything as long as you have a British accent.
Yeah, I killed your mother.
Exactly.
Sean
I killed your mom.
most likely
Oh,
to
it's so
watch
charming.
creepypasta.
That's it.
What'd you say, Frank?
I said Sean is most likely to end up in a creepypasta because he hikes a lot.
That's
And
right.
you look at a lot of those.
If he hikes
always out in
alone,
the woods.
then if he hikes
well,
alone, he's dead already.
Yeah, it wouldn't get so
Yeah,
bad.
and there's always like just
If you
creepy
did.
shit in the woods. There you go.
Plus, look at that fucking artwork behind them with the jack-o'-lantern and like, what the fuck's going on there?
This artwork.
Pumpkin. Halloween
No,
pumpkin.
no, there it
This
is. Look at that.
This is
Look at that.
curtains.
No,
amazing,
not
man.
you. This. Look at
I was
this.
gonna say it's like
What you want
the fucking artwork. We live here.
That's just terrifying. Whatever you have behind you is just terrifying.
It's a pumpkin, but it's a SpongeBob version of a pumpkin because I
What the
can't.
fuck is that? That is so awful.
Got me paranoid about what's going on behind me. Like, I don't know. I'm like,
You're fine. You're fine. Whatever's going on behind you.
No,
is
I'm
fine.
just getting rid of the shit anyway. Like,
I love it.
I'm just gonna go ahead and start getting rid of stuff behind me.
I don't know. Frank's in a murder basement right now. If y'all haven't noticed, so
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope. Nope.
Yeah, it's
Nope. Nope.
the only place to, see the little
Definitely
hole
have
up
something
there.
spilt on my axe.
I see. What is that? You got something hid back there?
Nope.
Dead bodies.
Me?
Yeah.
It's a bathroom.
Yeah, just
It's a bathroom.
a couple victims.
Evil bathrooms.
Yeah, what is that? What is that boarded up fucking weird window door thing going on? That's
See?
terrifying.
He's got shit hid back there.
Yeah.
No, it's the other half of the crawl space.
Crawl
uh-huh.
space. There's always a crawl space.
You know who else had a crawl space? John Wayne Gacy.
Exactly.
Are we serious about my bathroom right now? 'Cause, like,
We don't have crawl spaces at all.
No, that's why there's no serial killers in England.
Like nobody in England has.
No,
crawl
not
spaces?
really. No.
Yeah, aside from Jack the Ripper, the first one.
I don't.
But, like,
I don't really know what a
otherwise-
crawl space is. I can imagine what it is from the world, like the words "crawl" and "space." But I don't. We don't. Does, what if it's like you've got a bit of a room that's on the side of your house that's like all dark, and why don't you just knock the wall out and make your room bigger in the crawl space?
Well, because then you can't hide your bodies.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Right.
Well, when I moved here from the north, we all had basements.
Yeah.
And then when I started looking at houses here, I'm like, why don't any of the houses have basements? They've all got crawl spaces or they're on a slab.
Yeah.
It's just,
We don't have basements
every
because
time
the
you look
water.
at crawl spaces, nothing but snakes and spiders.
Yeah, the water table's about 2 foot here, so we don't have basements
We should have
or
hot
cellars
tubs.
because
Yeah.
they'd just be full of water.
Underground swimming pools.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we barely have houses, to be fair.
Oh,
True.
It's just this wall, nothing else.
Yeah, we just live next to this wall with a curtain on it.
Looking at the dark.
There's no
horizon
ceiling.
of two
Your neighbors
There's a
behind the
studio audience in front of you. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
dear. Yeah. We're on. This is the new series of Squid Game. And
you
this
live
is
at
game
the
one.
BBC.
Hey, did y'all see that they're making a fucking reality show from?
What the
like,
fuck?
Do you know what?
Oh,
I
but
was
they're making a
fucking this close
they're
to sending
making
in a
real
video and
game
doing it.
out of
I was
Squid
this
Game.
close to
Oh,
submitting to
This
do
is
it.
like when they
Hey,
sell
they're doing it over
Jumanji
there.
the
They're
board
doing it
game.
in
Like,
England,
what's
right?
wrong with you?
They are. Yeah, they
Yeah,
are
they
doing
just
it in
fucking-
England.
What?
There was a
Try
big
out
thing
for that
about
shit
it.
or whatever.
Yeah, I nearly did. Honestly, there was a discussion at home, and I was like, "I'm going to do it." You know, I'm going to do it. But
You're gonna be Squid Game.
Why?
yeah, but it didn't happen. Didn't
What's the
happen.
worst that can happen?
Death. Have you seen Squid Game?
Yeah. Yeah. Unless I'm number one, it's not fair.
Yeah, number one.
Oh dear.
I'll look up to number one from Squid Game.
So what have we got coming from Drunk Theory then? Now
He's
you're-
talking about like in the future.
Yeah.
The future. Exactly.
Well, y'all know how we roll. Normally, we pick our topic the night of recording, which be tonight, except for I'm the only one up. Do I just get to pick the fucking topic?
I get the feeling that you're often the only one up, though.
What do y'all want us to talk about? Hell, I don't give a shit.
I don't know. I want to play that game you were playing that you videoed.
Squid Game.
No, they were playing a game and it was like you had to like guess shit and stuff, and they were all drunk in the middle of the night. It's on YouTube. What was that?
I think the only game we've played on YouTube is Encore with fucking
That's
Nate.
it.
He was here earlier. That's the
Yeah,
singing
that's it.
game.
Yeah, that looked silly. We'd play that.
You want to play Encore with us?
Yeah, not now. But yeah, we should get together and
I
do
live
that.
down the street from them. It's an unfair advantage.
So, anybody who doesn't know what the fuck Encore is, it is my favorite fucking board game in the whole world. You draw a card and it gives you a fucking word. You have to sing 6 consecutive lyrics from any song that contain that word. If you get it, the next team goes blah 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 back and forth. It's just a fucking singing game, but it is the most fun ever. Nate, that was here earlier, we played with him, via Zoom, so it was fucking hard as hell. It took us like 3 months to fucking finish a game, but it's the most fun ever.
So what are we doing?
What are you doing?
Momo.
Elsa.
There's a thing, Chat Smash. Y'all know about Elsa Gate? Where like
No.
Elsa from Frozen does weird shit on YouTube or whatever?
No.
Slight idea.
It's not a thing I had ever heard of either. I just wanted to know if maybe y'all knew.
Just me.
Elsa from Frozen does
Maybe.
weird shit on YouTube.
Yeah. But like,
Is that
really
what I have
fuck-
to Google?
Really
I
fucking weird
probably
shit.
don't
No, you
Google
don't need to
that
Google
because
it
I
at
feel
all,
like
Chris.
that.
You gotta Google like Elsa and Spider-Man. That's about it.
Just Google Elsa Gate.
You're a
You'll get
subscriber.
all you need to know, or you don't want to know,
Right.
but yeah, it's bad.
I wonder if they do food reviews.
Who, Elsa from Frozen?
Yeah. Food reviews on like stuff that no one wants to review on, like Yorkshire puddings.
There's nothing wrong
Delicious.
with the Yorkshire puddings.
Eat.
Exactly.
They're amazing.
Yeah,
Yes, you do.
incredible. Yeah,
It sounds like you've been to England.
I'm from England.
Oh, come on now.
Hey,
Not with
I
that
am.
shit,
He's
not.
from England too.
Hey,
Whereabouts
we
in
got
England
a-
are
I
you
was
from?
born. I was born in High
America?
Wycombe. I was born in High Wycombe.
Hi, Wickham.
Yeah, my dad's from Penge. My mom's from Southend. I'm English.
You might have been born there, but you were taken as a child. To
I
America.
was
Yeah.
taken as a child to America. That's true. Yeah. But I've
Oh,
been to
you-
England many times. So
That's cool.
I have an English family. My whole extended family's from England. So yeah.
Nice.
Yep.
And you've got a cool t-shirt, so we're all
Thank
good.
you. Thank you. Yes.
It's not as cool as our t-shirts, though.
I grew up reading the Beano.
Y'all are wearing
you
the
know.
coolest t-shirts ever.
I can't see on the arms covering it.
But yeah, I know Yorkshire pudding very well. So
What the hell?
Nice.
yeah.
Did you say Yorkshire pudding?
Yeah. It's just
It's a
just
secret.
batter. It's animal fat and pastry. And like that's it, basically.
It's just like a big sort of
It's starch and animal fat.
like a crispy loveliness that you have covered in gravy.
It's obvious.
It's amazing.
British
It's
cuisine
Zero.
fucking
is the best
terrible.
in the world.
Zero nutritional value for you whatsoever, but it's fucking amazing.
Vinny, I do have a question for you, and I feel like I've asked you this before, and I just don't remember. The other
I'm
day
6 foot.
we were talking about the Cornetto trilogy. You know,
Yes.
Hot Fuzz, Shaun of the Dead, fucking
Yep.
End of the World, what the hell ever. So supposedly they call it that because they eat Cornetto ice cream in every movie.
Mm.
Yeah.
Is that a real thing?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you can just go down to the QT or whatever the hell y'all have there, and you can just buy Cornetto ice cream.
Yes.
Yes.
That's fucking wild.
I'd send you
also
one,
wild
but it'd
that
be a
they made a
melted
whole-
piece of shit when you got it.
They what?
You know, we've sent you snacks before. We can send you ice cream. I'm
I
not
don't
sure
know that
how
you
it'll
can
work.
send
Wouldn't
ice
arrive
cream.
too nicely.
But they did. They sent us a whole fucking big ass box of UK snacks, and them shits was amazing. I have way better
You should
shit.
send
than
them
we
some
do.
Fair Out Mountain Dew.
Did you get
Oh,
Twiglets?
What
They
is
did
it?
get Twiglets. They
Yes!
got Twiglets. They got
Fuck
fish and
yes.
chips.
Nice.
They
They got
sent us a bunch of
Nobby's
shit, and
nuts.
Y'all had way
Nice.
more bacon flavored shit than I thought. y'all
Frazzles.
had.
Oh, it's everything's bacon flavored. We literally bacon flavored like every snack food. There's
For
We've
whatever
even
in
got
my
bacon flavored
mind,
bacon.
bacon and
English
cheese,
people don't like bacon. I
cheddar
don't
and
know
bacon.
why that's what I thought. Hell, if you can send us some cornetto bars, that would be amazing. But you'd probably have to
Yeah.
like get dry ice and shit, right?
Yeah, not
Don't
worth
do
it.
that.
Not
No,
worth
I'll
it.
send it on a cold day. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
we'll arrive. Prime shipping.
That's it. I'll fax one over to you. It'll be fine.
Be a picture.
Anytime you want to send me some Twiglets and Shreddies, I'm all
I'm
about
gonna send
it.
y'all some shit. I'm gonna send y'all
Yes.
some flaming hot Mountain Dew. Do y'all have that over there?
Apparently, it tastes like puke.
What does?
I thought flaming hot Mountain Dew tasted like bile or something.
It does.
It really doesn't. It's not that
Regular
bad.
Mountain Dew does as well. So
They said that aftertaste's that real like cinnamony, fruity nastiness.
It's very good with vodka.
Well, one drowned out the
Oh
other.
dear! You know that stuff that tastes like puke? Put it with vodka. Amazing.
Put vodka and everything. It'll be all right.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Well, we're
How about eel
hijacking the
pie?
conversation.
You guys eat that?
Did what?
Eel pie. Have you ever heard
No.
of it? You heard of that?
Yeah, they like jelly deals was a big thing over here.
Ugh.
It's
Well,
sort of
I had
dropped.
an Irish I had an Irish professor in college, and he told me a story about growing up on a farm, and when he was younger, and the farmer's horse had died, and instead of burying the horse, they dragged it over to the river and left it and threw it in the river near the bank, tied up, and left it there for a few days. They went back to it and they put a bag over the horse's head and a bag over the horse's ass, and then started beating the stomach of the horse.
Yeah,
And
get the
eels
eels.
came out, and they got the eels, and they would have eel pie, and
It makes me
it
wanna fucking
mortified
die.
half the class.
Yeah, it is crazy. We live quite close to a place that's called Ely, and it's called that because it literally was a place
Ely.
out in the fens where it was just eel farming constantly. It
Uh-huh.
used to be a massive industry.
ELEY?
ELY, yeah.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. But bizarrely, it's like I think like the numbers of eels have like dropped, and it's something like 80 or 90% since the 70s. It's like almost critically endangered now, which is ridiculous considering they used to be absolutely everywhere, and they've completely collapsed, which is crap. There you go. There's a happy note.
Yeah.
Welcome
Oh,
to climate
dear, it's-
change. Woo.
Yeah,
I had
exactly.
no idea that people ate fucking eels.
Because
Fucking
they
gross.
actually, they
So
actually
gross.
do taste great because
No.
like smoked eel and like
No.
on like sushi and stuff is
I'm with
amazing.
you. He's like, no.
Nope. Nope.
Amazing.
Nope.
Eel
Nope.
sushi's good.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, all good.
There's a reason why nature made eels look gross, because they're gross. Like, don't fucking eat it. Like, don't eat eels. Eat
The
Marmite.
old-time- the
That's good.
old-timers around here. The old timers around here keep telling me about how good possum is, for Christ's sake.
Fuck off.
And I'm like, I've never thought about eating a possum, but they all keep talking about it.
Possum
Yeah,
pie
it's
sounds
great.
amazing.
You gotta put it in buttermilk.
Possum smoothie.
I'd ask you
No.
the dumbest question ever. Do
No.
y'all have possums in England?
Not only in zoos.
Oh, for real? That's not like a thing that y'all have?
No.
But y'all have
No.
them in your zoos?
No,
Oh.
not really. I don't know say, but they're certainly not a UK thing.
Kara, there's a fuck ton of hedgehogs, though, in England. All over. the
Yeah, we
place.
like hedgehogs. We have them in the garden.
Yeah.
They're super
Hedgehogs
cool.
are fucking weird. I had a friend that had a pet hedgehog, and that thing was fucking weird.
Oh, they're awesome.
No,
They
they're
get those
not.
like
They're
little
fucking
pygmy
weird.
pink ones and stuff. But yeah, we get the normal European ones over here, mooching around in the garden. Pretty cool. Right, we should go to bed because it is
Yes, go to
fast
bed.
approaching 2:30 in the morning.
Thank
And
you so much for coming.
yeah, we thought we had to say hi and happy 2 years.
Happy
Thank
5
you.
years.
Yeah,
Maybe 7
and
years.
hopefully we'll be back in the end of August with
Yeah.
silliness.
And
for
since
you
we're
all.
Oh,
from
yeah,
the
we're gonna play
future,
Encore.
5 years for you now.
Yeah, and we're definitely going to play Encore.
And then next year you can show us up again at our third fucking
What?
Podversary.
Never. Right, Groovy, good to speak to everybody.
Love y'all. Thank you so much.
Have a good evening.
Bye.
Enjoy the past, enjoy the hedgehogs, enjoy the eels.
I will never enjoy eels.
Don't eat the yellow snow.
Yeah,
I
all
need
the
a
green
hedgehog.
snow.
All the blue
The
hedgehogs.
orange snow.
Bye, y'all.
Also, the chat.
So I did have one other creepypasta that I read.
Do it.
It was very short, and it was oh my god, the greatest weight loss program ever, or latest greatest weight loss. I don't know. I think it was program is what it was called. But the whole thing is a girl talking about intentionally being infected with a parasite so that she could lose weight. We've all heard stories about that. So it was a little, I don't know. I'll just tell you the whole thing. So anyway, she does her research. She says, look, you just got to have to be infected for roughly 2 to 4 months. You don't want to go any further than that. The best way to deliberately get rid of the infection is to starve the parasite. So she's decided she's going to go ahead with it. She deliberately mentions tapeworms and things like that. And she's like, well, at first it didn't do a whole lot. My mood changed a lot. I had a little hair thinning. And then all of a sudden around about the 6-week point, I really started to lose weight. I changed my diet to make sure that that the parasite didn't get too much nutrients, and it was only taking it from my storage, It goes on, and then I think the girl that was telling the story was in college at the time. She said that one day she was saddened because she felt that she knew that the parasite had died. And she went to the bathroom in school to pass it. And she was down about 20 pounds, all said and done. And she said, but then at the very end of this creepypasta, the twist is that it was a fetus.
Oh no!
Oh my god!
Oh no!
Yeah. She goes on, so that's what I mean. It's disturbing, but the whole thing, she mentions tapeworms, but doesn't explicitly say, I was having tapeworms or any type of thing like that. She had deliberately impregnated herself. She had gotten, you know what I mean? She even said she got it in like a lab. She didn't say she like went out and screwed some random dude. But yeah, it's pretty fucked up.
So that reminds me of two things. There's actually an episode of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia where Frank gets a tapeworm. Does anybody watch that show? Do y'all know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
So that's immediately what I first thought of was Frank and his tapeworm.
Wait, was it Frank or was it Charlie and Dee because they ate the monkey meat?
No. Frank gets
meat.
him because he overhears Charlie talking about some other horse shit, but he thinks that Charlie is saying that he's too fat and he don't want to be friends anymore. So he buys a fucking tapeworm. But then Charlie gets all mad because apparently Frank like names this tapeworm and they're friends and shit or whatever.
Right.
So Charlie gets all jealous. There is also a Japanese, I'm gonna say Japanese, it might be Korean, but what the fuck ever. They're all Japanese to me. Horror movie about whatever. About a group of girls who fucking get tapeworms on purpose. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To lose weight or whatever. And then it turns into a fucking shit show. I cannot remember the name of it, but I know that it either included the word butt or the word shit. I'll have to ask Ryan when he's,
not passed out.
We're gonna look up Korean theater right now. Shit.
Dude, them Korean people got like some of the best fucking movies.
Well, that's another like urban legend from the 90s though. Like I remember hearing a lot about, right, of like people who got tapeworms on purpose to like lose weight, or like maybe actually happened and like they like people who got tapeworms and lost weight, and then I don't know, like, you know what I mean? Like I'm sure it happened to people.
How do you get a tapeworm? Just like on accident?
I think it's just like contaminated meat, right? Like, yeah.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Like infected meat or like uncooked meat?
I
Maybe it's salmonella or whatever from uncooked chicken.
I think infected.
It's got to already be infected. It's not just that you didn't cook it right.
Well, yeah. So I eat a good amount of wild game. So for the most part, you want to either freeze your. Well, you got to freeze freeze your meat, or you need to cook it well done, depending.
Right.
But like black bear is one of the most like worm riddled meats you can eat. And there was it was a Bear Grylls. One of these outdoor guys tells the story about how they were hunting black bears in Alaska, and they cooked a bear, but it was raining and they kind of undercooked it, and they ate this bear, and about 6 months later, all of them were having like muscle spasms and fevers and whatever, and they had full blown trichinosis and just worms in your muscle tissue. And the craziest thing about certain like worms is when you take the medication to kill them, it only kills the live worms. It doesn't get rid of the eggs. The eggs are activated by your stomach acids. So if you ever get a worm infestation in your body, it'll kill the live larva, but the eggs will be in your body for the rest of your life.
Shut the fuck up.
It doesn't actually purge them from the muscle.
Oh my God, that's so fucking gross. Oh my God, that's so fucking gross. That reminds me, so I don't remember what it was called, but it would have been probably like 1997. You know, there's like a website that you can go to and just see pictures of fucked up goddamn shit, just like the most fucked up shit you can think of. That's probably it.
Yeah.
I remember seeing a picture of a fucking naked bitch laying on a fucking table, and like she had shit out. Just like millions of fucking worms. That picture is just like stained into my fucking brain. I cannot get rid of that picture. I wish I'd never seen it. I don't know what it said to where I clicked on it or whatever. But so I have a fear of worms. I will not eat pink meat. If you give me pink fucking meat, I'm never talking to you again.
It was weird. Like I remember in like science class in like 4th or 5th grade, we like learned about tapeworms or something, and I just was like terrified of ever eating anything because of it. And like, I don't know why that was a big deal then. I don't know. It's really weird. I don't think they teach that to kids anymore. I don't know why
we had to dissect one. Yeah, we actually had to dissect a tapeworm. It was. Yeah, I don't know. Do they do that now with like frogs?
I don't think so.
Well, we did like frogs. We did
I had a rat.
For
I had a rat in
reason.
9th grade.
I can't tell you why.
Yeah.
I know some people did pig fetuses. I didn't do that, but some classes did pig fetuses.
I did a rat and it was
anybody
pregnant.
Who dissected a fucking tapeworm.
I saw like rat babies or rat fetuses in my rat as I dissected it in 9th grade.
Oh no!
Yeah, it was a dead pregnant rat.
That's awful.
Yeah, it's really.
Did you get extra credit or whatever?
I don't know. I hope. I probably.
I mean, I feel like that should be extra credit. Like you got the special.
Yeah,
rat,
I got the
right?
special. It was like there was like
should have got a gold star.
There was like 4 fetal rats inside the rat that we were.
Oh my God, that's terrible. I would have cried like a big old.
It was not. I was not super hyped about it. I'll say that much. It was also the day after the Oklahoma City bombing. I just remember that being a thing as well. So like.
So the day after the Oklahoma City.
The day after OKC, we were dissecting rats and one was pregnant. And like, that's life in the 90s, kids. That's what it was like. Good times. I got to head out. But Kara, good to talk to you.
You too, man.
And hope Kelly gets well. And I'll talk to you guys again at some point soon. And nice meeting all you guys. And congratulations on your anniversary.
So hold on before you go. Do you want to shout out your shit? Because
sure.
We're still recording. This is still apparently my episode. It's long as hell, but shout out your shit. So
yeah,
put it in there.
Every other Monday I got a podcast. I got 2 different podcasts. Coming up on Monday is one of my shows, Hard to Believe. I am talking about Miss Marvel and Muslims and superheroes. It's cool. No, yeah, no. It's about the way that Islam is represented in comic books, and it's a good episode. And every other Monday, aside from that show, I got 1999 the podcast, where we talk about
That's my jam right there.
the year 1999 and the movies that came out that year. And our next movie coming up is Magnolia, a week from Monday. So check that out. We got Bridget Todd from There Are No Girls on the Internet, who will be our guest on that show. And yeah, if it's a Monday, I got a podcast. So
Yeah, we talked about this last time. Every fucking Monday, you have a different podcast.
you can find me on Good Pods. You can find me on wherever. And I'm on Twitter at Probably Real JB. We're on Twitter at 99 the podcast on Twitter. So like, I'm there all the time. Look me up. And yeah, cool.
Hell yeah. Well, thank you so much for coming.
Yeah, man, it was fun. And
Love
you. Love you too.
Bye.
Bye, guys. Good to see you. Later. Cheers.
Hey y'all, it's Anthony from Twitter. Just wanted to say congratulations on your 2-year Podversary. Been a fan of your show now for just a little over a year, and hope that your podcast is blessed with continued success, and can't wait to see what more Drunk Theory shenanigans y'all have planned on up the road. Take care, y'all.
Hey y'all, it's Kay from Fuck My Work Life, and I just wanted to wish Drunk Theory a happy 2-year podversary. I love your guys' show. You make me crack up every fucking episode. I love hearing what you're drinking and the crazy fucking conspiracies you guys tell everyone. Can't wait for many more years of Drunk Theory. Happy podversary, guys. We love you. Bye.
Hi, this is Dave over at the Beer in Front podcast, and I want to wish my friends over at Drunk Theory a happy anniversary. All your success is well-deserved. One of my favorite shows. Here's to many more years, many more tens of thousands of listens. But I want to know why you guys are being such jagoffs and not having a Chicago episode where you all drink Malort. So, happy anniversary. We'll see you guys down the road.
Hey, Drunk Theory folks. It's Matt again, X Radio X podcast. Listen, I want to say happy anniversary. 2 years of amazing podcasting. Way to go. You set a good example for all of us. I have a good conspiracy theory for you, though. So here it is. What is keeping the X Radio X podcast from taking over the world? Is it the lizard people? Is it Andrew WK? Could it be Chris Christopherson? I think it might be the sort of a trifecta of those, coupled with the Illuminati, and maybe whatever happened to that exercise guy, Richard Simmons. I think all of this is involved. I think this is a grand conspiracy. And if you guys could get to the bottom of it, then perhaps X Radio X would be free to take over the world, which is really all anyone wants, right? Anyway, big fan. Love you guys. Take care. Happy anniversary.
Drunk,